Vince Trey. Vince, you looking smooth there on TNT tonight, but you should get some rest, bro. We need a 50-piece from you tomorrow.
Exactly what I told him.
Yeah, all right.
Let's do it, Vince.
Yes, sir.
So you got 52 in you tomorrow, man. Come on.
Do it, Vince. It's your last game. You gotta go out.
What'd you say?
I didn't say nothing.
You want me to say it?
We're getting loopy. It's the second segment of the
How
show.
about that?
We've got time, people. It's on our side. Hello, James Harden. 14 the first quarter.
That boy not.
And one hit the free throw, and then more work. He had 26 and 6, Shaq,
Check
in the
the
first
footwork.
half.
Hey, this is what he does. Leading scorer in the NBA. You can't play him one-on-one. MVP, 1 or 2. Who knows?
Him or Giannis lead 9 at the break. Candace, we got physical. PJ Tucker runs through the Westbrook screen.
Yeah, it was a physical night for PJ Tucker.
And then
Get him
sets
back.
one and gets knocked down.
GetHimBack.com.
Flagrant 1 on Russ.
Russ, you knew Russ was gonna
Right.
get him back.
Playoff basketball's around the corner.
And then he says,
That's not a flagrant.
take this.
That was a flagrant?
Now it is.
It's the 3. You don't want to see that. But don't worry, it looked fine at the end. Paul George doing a lot of this.
He's just getting his scope right.
James Harden
Oh,
into the bag of tricks once.
Not fair.
Hello, Terrence Ferguson twice.
oh.
Hey, CP to my left. CP3 going to work, sidestep style.
Well, he shot very well from beyond the arc tonight.
OKC gets going. They seem to make these runs, Vince. 15-0 run here led by Paul George.
Paul George got hot. They have an agenda. They wanted to accomplish. Trying to move up, and
Aquaman
we could see
Pollard.
this matchup.
Westbrook, the big 3, gives him a lead, 199, not done. Transition 3.
Damn.
This time cuts it to 1. Last chance for the Thunder. 9.4 to go.
Oh.
Miss from Harden. Westbrook.
No timeout. Push it up.
Where are you looking, and how do you leave this guy there?
I want to guard him.
What's crazy is they had 2 defenders open on the other side of the court, but yet Paul George is still open.
Did you say
3?
open? Because we weren't done with open, Vince. James Harden creates an opening.
After that push off. Ooh.
The clothesline to free up some space.
It's going to be a hell of a first-round matchup.
And look, whether it was
Boy.
3-6 or 2-7, and it's 3-6 right now, this is where we sit. 112-111, big comeback win for the Thunder. Here is Paul George with Roz after the game.
To them, they hit a great shot and move on.
Is there a feeling that rather than the last shot, less possessions, it got away 5 minutes, 10 minutes early?
Probably, you know what I mean? It's a game of possession, so you can always look back on this turnover, this play, or whatever, but, you know, in the end, they won it, and that's that.
Not the way we wanted to end it, of course, but I think we're in a pretty good space. We've been playing well. Defensively, we've been getting after it. Offensively, we've been knocking down shots. So we're excited. We're ready.
No time to do more than catch and shoot, but did you feel like you had a good look at the end?
Yeah, wide open. Yeah, for sure.
Where do you feel like the game got away from you guys a little bit?
I don't know, but this one is over. Now we're prepared for something big.
Any thoughts on playing Oklahoma in the playoffs?
We don't know who we play yet. We'll figure it out. Once that time comes and we find out who we play, we'll be prepared.
You can be third or fourth, but when you consider the full season, how do you feel about the progress made? The way all the
Tremendous progress from where we started from, and the loss of guys that we had from our previous year, and then to end up, a top 3 seed. It was a great turnaround. We started off in the 14th seed and way below 500. So to give ourselves a chance and put ourselves in a position to, reach our goal is pretty cool. Thanks.
Thank you.
We stay in the West playoff positioning. The Spider got busy at home. 3. Then when he goes into the one-on-one bag, Plumlee, no chance.
Come here.
Man.
Lead 1 at the break for the Jazz. Time for Rudy in the middle to go to work, Shaq.
Go Gadget. Oh.
Nikola Jokic, not a big night, Candace. 2 points in 16 minutes, fouls out.
Yeah, not really playing as well as he wants to at the end of the season.
Okay, Rudy.
Gonna have to get it going in the playoffs.
And these are the kind of tough teams, right, Vince, that you wonder if they would bother Denver trying to kind of push up in there in the middle with guys like Gobert, or perhaps the Clippers they could face.
Yeah, for Denver to go deep, they're going to need, Jokic to play extremely well in the supporting cast. Paul Millsap has been in the fire, so they're going to need him to play well as well, also. So we hope that now they turn it on to playoff mode and see what happens.
Remember the first 6 weeks of the year? Well, Donovan Mitchell, he can't do what he did last year. About that, 46 points. It's been real good for the last 3-4 months. Jazz been very, very good since the schedule opened up for him a little bit. We go to the top of the West, where we know Golden State is sitting and waiting. Anthony Davis with a That's All Folks shirt.
A message.
You hear me now?
Boogie.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Boy.
Scary moment here. Steph drops down, tweaks the ankle, turns the ball over.
Yeah, you need to sit out and get ready.
Mild right foot sprain. He would not return after this bucket. Would head to the locker room. Done precautionary reasons. Obviously, they'll be careful. We're locked at 56 at the break. Christian Wood, a career high 26 with 12 boards in the game.
Who he play for?
That would be the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Boogie, 21 and 12. I know it's observation, Chad.
No, I don't know who he is.
No, I know. I'm aware of that.
Exactly.
Okay.
I know who that is, though.
You don't do summer league when Vince and I were calling.
I sure don't. I don't know.
Quinn Cook with some help. Meanwhile, Anthony Davis with a shirt but no play. Win by 9 for the Warriors. We got behind the game with Jack Daniels in this next piece to meet the Warriors Director of Team Operations, Eric Huson. Welcome inside our studios here in Atlanta. We're getting you ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader on TNT. James Harden and the Rockets.
36?
We know they will be in. Seeding still a question. Same for Triple Russell Westbrook and the Thunder against the Rockets. It's all coming up, but things got interesting, did they not? Very immediately. As after 79 and 108 record in his recent regime as president of basketball operations, abruptly, without telling Jeannie Buss, Magic Johnson did this.
So today, I'm going to step down as the president. And I think I don't want to, her and I have such an amazing relationship. And I think that she gave me full power to do what I wanted to do. I'm going to go back to that. My company is exploding right now. And so I have to make a decision, right? Because I can't give both 100%, and that's a tough thing. But I'm good with where I am. I'm happy. I want to do the things I used to do. So I had to weigh both situations, and so this is better for me.
All right, there's a lot here. Shaq, your reaction, A, to this surprising announcement, and B, he said relationship tight with Jeannie, yet he didn't tell her.
Yeah, I don't. There's a lot going on, so I can't speculate. I can't speak on it. However, I've never known Magic to walk away from something. So hopefully everything is okay. But I'm going to go on the record and say this. There's a gentleman across the hall who is a born Laker, and he was general manager when I was there, and things didn't work out, and he kind of went away. I would like to see him get that job. A gentleman by the name of Jerry West. If anybody could bring the franchise back to where it was, it's definitely Jerry West. So I want to wish Magic well. I want to wish Rob Pelinka well. They still have a lot of work to do this summer. Somebody's going to have to get it done, so whoever gets the job, it's going to be a lot of pressures there. But I'm not used to seeing Magic step up to a challenge and then step down so immediately. But Magic is my guy, so I don't know anything. I'm not going to say anything. I love Magic. If it wasn't for Magic, I probably wouldn't be a three-time champion, so I love him and I respect his decision. But the game and the business must go on. I would like them to take a look at Jerry West and give him the opportunity to come back and, finish what he started in '96 when he made the trade for Kobe Bryant with Charlotte, and also in the same trade brought me there. So I know he's with the Clippers now and he's doing well, but I would like to see him get that chance. So, but good luck to Magic, good luck to the Lakers. But when you live in LA like Candace and myself, we don't accept excuses. So whoever's going to get the job, you still got to get it done. LeBron was there to bring the glory back. So Magic's gone. They're going to be sad for a couple of days. But again, business must go on. And whoever's going to get the job, you got to get to work right away.
And Jerry, of course, Jerry West done a great job with the Clippers in their growth. It seemed kind of abrupt, Candace. I think that's why we're all so surprised. Not a long period of time. The LeBron process was a 4-year process. Are you surprised that after a year we're here and Magic is done?
I am a little bit surprised, but you know, in his conference, in his press conference, he talked about Magic has been seen as the Mr. Laker around LA. Has had his hand in different businesses in different ways. Dodgers, he's with the LA Sparks as well. And so he has always had that mentorship type of relationship with people. And he alluded to the fact that he couldn't do that with the job that he had with the Lakers. Broke some rules earlier because he didn't know, tampering, things like that. So I think that as long as he's happy and he's stepping down and stepping away and still gonna continue to be around the Los Angeles Lakers, which he will be, then I see this as a win-win for him and for, you know, the organization.
Optics are what they are, Vince. Doesn't always mean that it is the way it seems, but they don't look good with this, right?
It doesn't look good, and like I said, we can all speculate until we find out what exactly is going on. Right now, it's all speculation, but something's up, and that, like I said, with having LeBron on your team and having, I mean, when you have him, good things can happen. You just need to find the pieces to make it work. So for someone to step down right now is just, I don't know, like everybody's mind was blown. You see it pop up at breaking news, like, what? That doesn't make sense. So something has to be up.
Especially when I told you guys I was coming out here to announce that, and you didn't listen to me, and then I did it, and you.
We didn't hear you.
I didn't believe you.
Didn't even hear you.
Oh,
I didn't believe you.
I have anyway. So it's talking about LeBron though, because it was okay. LeBron's there and a big part of this, Shaq, but you had Magic Johnson. Now Magic taken away. More on LeBron here, even though it's not his decision making, because you know how people are. They're going to say, well, LeBron now has more power.
Well, it's LeBron's job to just go out and play at a high level, but it's management's job to get those people around him. Michael Jordan don't win championships if he don't have Pippen, Rodman, Steve Kerr. You know, Golden State don't win championships unless they have Draymond, Durant, Klay Thompson. So it's up to management to get the pieces. And they tried to, you know, get a couple pieces. And again, people forget that before those guys got hurt, and even LeBron got hurt, they were in the playoffs. They were in the 4th seed. So, you know, I think it's fair to say if all those guys were healthy, they probably would be in the 6th, 7th, or the 8th spot. But things happened. LeBron got hurt. Rondo got hurt. Big Baller Brand got hurt. You know, season just went to waste. But this right here, what Magic is doing, just, you know, adds to, you know, the nightmare season that they've already been having.
Well, I have a question for the panel. Does this make their summer even bigger now? Outside of free agents, I mean, getting the right guy in there is very important, because now you're trying to lure a big free agent. That's going to be the first question of a free agent. Would you agree?
Well, I think this summer is no more important without Magic than, I mean, they have to get somebody in free agency this summer. And now they're adding to their basketball ops, presidents, whatever. But LeBron's got a season off, but he's getting older. So it's not something that, hey, we're 2-3 years away. This is something that you have to build on this summer, where you're actually competing next year. I think that's why everybody was so disappointed this year, was because you want those young guys to have the experience in the playoffs for when you're actually competing for a championship.
You know, this is where things are interesting, because Shaq brings up the point of Jerry West, right? So think about this building right now. You've got Doc Rivers, great coach, been a championship coach, what he's done with this team, Coach of the Year candidate. You got Jerry West. You've got a team headed in the right direction with a lot of money, and everything's great. You got the Lakers, bad season, the questions, Magic steps down. And this is, forget an odd time, the first time, right, that we sit in this building, and it's almost like we're playing opposite day which direction each team is headed, no?
Yeah, it's definitely a different atmosphere in LA. You know, the Clippers are in control now, but let it be known, LA is still a Laker town. period. Clippers are doing well. No disrespect to Doc and Jerry, what those guys are doing. But when you're around LA, it's all about what Magic did, what Kobe did, what myself did, what Kobe and Pau Gasol, Andrew Bynum did. Definitely a Laker town. So even this guy, I think, Kobe Bryant's a brilliant mind. Bring him in as president, because I think it's an easy fix. You got the nightlife, you got the weather, you got LeBron, you got Jack sitting there, you got the people. And if I'm a player that's going to be getting a lot of money, I would definitely want to, step up to that challenge, because we all know as players, you can't do it by yourself. So if I got a guy that's named LeBron James next to me, he's going to get his. I'm going to get mine, because I'm that type of player also. And you put 3 or 4 pieces around us, we got a pretty good shot. So if I'm a free agent, I'm definitely looking at LA.
Well, how come that didn't happen last summer?
I don't think they had enough time.
Well, we get to the point of the coach, too, right? So now that's part of the process and part of the conversation, again, to the point of everybody here. We don't know. Everybody suspects on Twitter. Nobody knows. But the relationship with Luke and who wanted to keep him and who didn't, there's a lot of conversation that it's expected that after the final game, that whole staff will be relieved. That's a big part of this, too. Regardless of not just LeBron, to Vince's point, Candace, we don't know who's coaching the team either.
You don't know who's coaching. Obviously, you look at the last portion of the season with LeBron out, Luke has looked calm on the sideline and has coached. And obviously it's a little better when you don't have pressure. It wasn't expected to win. He's won a number of games at the end of the season. But like Shaq said, Jerry West is in the hallway right across. And you can't, if you're going to relieve a coach, you have to have your front office in place before you assign a coach and everybody on the same page. And everything Jerry West has touched has turned to gold. And, you look at what Golden State's doing right now. You look at what the Clippers are doing. It's not by chance that this man has been at all these organizations. And so I have to agree with Shaq on that.
Let me ask this. We got about 2 minutes left here. And we'll talk more about this after the second game. Just testing faith in where we're at now with the Lakers, because obviously we know what the franchise has been, Shaq, but where they are now. I'll start with you, VC. I'll put you on the spot here. But next year at this time, better team, Clippers or Lakers?
It's still up in the air.
I know it is.
Free agency.
I know it is. But think about, based on what you know about where they stand now.
You have to say the Clippers right now, just because of where they are. They're moving into the playoffs. You have to give them the advantage as of right now today.
And I think it's more of an advantage. You got 2 teams in L.A. that got a lot of money. You pick. You want to go to the Clippers or you want to go to the Lakers? You pick. I don't know what's going to happen with Luke, but there's a lot of, you want to save money, there's a guy on the bench named Brian Shaw. He can get the job done. Tyrone Lewis out there, Jason Kidd's out there. There's a lot of options to get it done. But, we all know it ain't Mark Jackson. It ain't really about the coaches. Coaches ain't got nothing. It's about the players. The players got to step up. The coaches call X and O and they keep you calm. But
it's about free agency.
Yeah, and
that's what it is.
Who don't want to live in L.A.?
There's a number of people that said no to it this past year that didn't want to live in L.A.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. In the past, it was a given that the Lakers were going to get the top free agents, and now that's not the case anymore.
Paul George, who's in the game we're about to do, right? Chose Oklahoma City.
He's from Los Angeles. Paul George is from L.A.
And now you add a little turmoil in management. Regardless if, like you said, it's a quick fix.
Sure.
But until a free agent right now, regardless if they're looking into the playoffs or their season's over, that's the first thing they're like, oh, man, wait a minute. Let's sit back and see. But now if the Clippers come around.
If I get $200 million in L.A., I'm going. I don't give a damn who there.
With the Clippers?
With whoever. If I get $200 million, if I'm a max player and I get $200 million and live in L.A. and bring my family.
If I get $200 million in North Dakota,
I'm not worried about LeBron.
It really doesn't.
LeBron's going to get his 20 and I'm going to get my 20 and we're going to make some noise again. So the guys that didn't sign there, that's just telling me that they don't want to win. LeBron's still the best player in the game.
We learned beginning of the night that
absolutely
Vince is going to keep playing, so Clippers and Lakers, you're both on the clock to make phone calls. He likes L.A. We'll get out to the Western Conference. Rockets, Thunder in Oklahoma City. We'll see you at the American Express halftime report. In the meantime,
and I'll bring Vince and Kobe.
Kevin Harlan, take it away, Kevin.